Yeah. Yeah. You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the night. We bring the vibes here. We full of life, you keep the change, keep the change. They hate and say we went and changed. I stay the same. You must be blinded by the lights. You must be blinded by the lights, lights. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to the video. In today's video, I'll be going over the iPhone 12 Pro Max. This is a new upgrade that I did. This is my first time Apple phone. Believe it or not, I was with Android for a while and decided to bat for the other team for a little while. If you're looking for prices, this guy can range between $1,099 to $1,399, and that's before tax. Cheapest price I have found is online, which is an unlocked version of this model. Chipset is an Apple A14 Bionic. This is their 7th gen, I believe, of this same chipset, if I'm not mistaken. I have a link for the information I found on the specs in the description below, along with other comparisons such as the iPhone 11 Max and the RX iPhone. The battery on this is a decent sized battery. It's a lithium 360 87 milliamp battery that's non-removable. This specific model offers a fast charging method. So this is the wire here, and so this is the part that you would plug into your Apple product. Hello? There it goes. This is the Apple end that you'd plug in, and then this would be the Type-C charging port that you typically plug into an Android, such as the Samsung, Stylo, Moto, stuff like that. So this guy would plug into your brick, and then this would plug into your iPhone, and that's how you utilize the fast charging in this case. Unfortunately, Apple does not supply the brick. So you have to actually purchase it separately in order to use this wire. But just to give you an idea how fast it is, for charging it up to 50%, it would take about 30 minutes with a 20 watt output for the fast charging. This phone also, of course, offers IQ charging, which is a wireless charging, magnetic fast charging, which is only 5 watt lower compared to the wired output. So in this case, if you're doing wireless IQ charging, it's a 15 watt output. Video playback, if you're not streaming video, is 20 hours. If you're streaming video, it's 12 hours. And if you're just playing audio from the phone, it's 80 hours. So that's the battery on this bad boy. The storages, as usual, are about the same. I'm looking at notes right now. Storage, so you got your 120 gigabyte with 6 gigs of RAM, and then you got your 256 gigabyte with 6 gigs of RAM, and then you got your 512 gigabyte with 6 gigs of RAM. So either way, across the board, you're running 6 gigs of RAM no matter what. You're just running more internal storage on your phone. I think this model is 128 gigahertz, or gigabytes, my bad. And that's all I really need because I don't really have too many apps I use. I don't really take too many photos or videos. But who knows? With the 3 cams that they offer, I might change ball game and see what these guys run. I will have test samples at the end of the video if you're interested in what the camera can shoot. This does shoot in 4K, 24 frames per second, 30 frames per second, and 60 frames per second. For the colors, we're running only 4 colors this time around. The XR, right? Hello?
Huh?
XR?
Yes.
XR. Yeah, the XR ran a few, all the colors basically. You can get it any color you could imagine, you pretty much could get it in.
The XR, no.
The 11.
Yeah.
So
not the 11 Pro or anything like that. Just the 11.
So just the 11.
You could get purple, red, white, yellow, blue. Basically, they've done the same color scheme almost as they've done for the 5C.
Okay. But these guys, they went basic, simple route. They went graphite, which is basically like a matte black, which is, it looked pretty nice. The gold, which I was going to get, but I didn't want to wait, so I went with the Pacific blue. This is the Pacific blue. And then you also have silver, which is this one right here. I can pop it out of the case. So that's the silver, which
it's basically white.
Yeah, it looks more of a white. I mean, you still got the silver trim right here. Full guests. Hello? It's like reflecting stuff there. Oh, there we go. So that's the silver trim. And then this is the blue trim. Just like reflective, essentially. The only thing I had complained about these sides is that, like, naturally our hands are oily, so like it's fingerprint worthy. If you can't tell,
Yeah, mine's.
it's disgusting. It's like it's all over the place. But I mean, it does look pretty decent. I'm not going to complain too much. It just sucks because no matter if you clean it, it's just going to get dirty with 2 seconds later because it's just the type of material that it's made out of. The build they went with is a ceramic shield front. So it's basically just like Gorilla Glass, essentially, like what Android runs. So they're a lot more durable compared to the previous models. They're also using a matte glass on the back. So like the Apple, the cameras have a matte glass, glossy back to it. And then you got your stainless steel design, which is the sides right here. Which I think they ran in a previous model. I forget what model it was.
It was the 5S, I believe.
And that was the one that was bending.
Yes, it was, well, they done it on the 5S, but they also ran it into the 6.
Okay.
And that was the one that was bending and, like, breaking in half in people's back pockets and shit like that.
Yeah. I can account for it that there is a video out there already. The guy that actually basically his career kind of launched off that video. He did a bend test and it wasn't bending whatsoever from like before, where you could literally just like take your 2 hands and bend it. This one, it's durable. It ain't gonna bend just by like the touch of air. So you're solid on that aspect. And I would hope, because you're paying at least $1,000 for this motherfucker, that it'd be that way. I don't know what that specific model was running, to be honest, but if you guys are curious, just let me know. Or drop it down in the comments. This display, I love it. It pops. If you can't tell, it fucking pops. Colors are very bright. It's vibrant, and that's because it's running the Super Retina XDR display, and it's a 6.1 inch OLED display. So it's 6.1 from one corner to the other. And if you want it in pixels, it's 2532 by 1170 pixel resolution at 460 ppi. This thing also can go into water, and it's dust proof. Maximum depth can go up to 6 meters for 30 minutes, and it also offers 5G through most carriers: Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, Sprint. And I think that's the only 4 that are offering it as of right now. Let's go on here. What else we got hacking under this? Hello? Other than the 3 cameras. So cameras are an ultra wide, and then telephoto lens. So it's basically macro lens for close-up shots, portraits, stuff like that. Your wide lens, and then ultra wide lens, which is current camera is using an ultra wide lens that you're seeing me on right now. It also offers night mode, digital zoom, whole 9 yards. Like this has a lot in it. I'll have all the camera specs actually in the description for you guys, because there's so much to cover that it's impossible to fit in one video. The video recording wise, you got panoramic. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, that's just photo. Whoopsies. Yeah, and photo, not video though.
Oh
video, you're offered 4K, as I said before, 24, 25, and 30 frames, and 60 frames. So I missed the 25 frames. You also get 1080p, 720p, and you also get slow motion and time lapse with this model, which is, I'm pretty sure they've introduced this in previous models as well. I don't know about the 4K, but I know for a fact the slow-mo and time lapse was previously introduced in other models.
I believe that came out after the 8.
Okay, so after 8 models basically has had this set up. Thoughts and opinions on this phone. From a previous user of Android, it is a lot more user-friendly, more than I'm used to. So with Android, it's a lot more customizable, if that makes sense. There's more in-depth settings, whereas iPhone, it's kind of dumbed down to where a senior citizen can do same shit I can do. That puts it in perspective, I guess. It's a lot more user-friendly towards all ages. That's what I meant. I don't know why I said races. Ages. So your seniors, your young adults, your teenagers, the kids. It's basically, their UI is meant for everyone, which is kind of cool. I know my grandparents, they're like in their 80s and they have an iPhone. What model? I have no idea, but they use it pretty well. They start sending emojis, so that's kind of new for them.
My grandparents are in their 70s.
And they're using FaceTime. It's pretty simple to navigate through, so if you're looking to get it for someone for communication because of the current predicament we're in, pandemic-wise, you want to stay connected with family, FaceTime is a great way to do it. FaceTime is a free app. You don't have to pay a subscription. It's with the iPhone itself. It's with Apple. And there's no, like, I've never had an issue with it, with lag, latency, or battery consumption. Nothing really heavy. And especially when these iPhones are packing a lot heavier of a battery that can output longer hours for streaming media, because they're basically built for media. It helps it's worth more of your dollar that way in the long run than it is compared to the other iPhones. The only thing I really can complain about it is, I guess because I'm so used to a smaller size phone, is probably the size and the price range. Like, before I got a heavy duty case, because the line of field work I do is, there's been a few phones lost because of my line of work. I work on cars, so I'm not very gentle with the tech I do have at work. So usually this guy stays in my box most of the time, out of my pocket, out of my hands, because last phone did not end too well. It met some concrete. So when you're paying like $1,000 for a phone, just for a phone alone, and you drop it and it breaks, that's gonna make your wallet cry. So I mean, they are offering the Hexa-core, the Apple GPU. The storage is pretty decent, 6 gigs of RAM, and the battery is pretty decent. But the thing I found with Android and Apple, Android has basically the same things but lower prices. In Apple, you're just basically paying the extra for the name brand. That's just my personal opinion. Obviously, you guys don't have to, believe that. Obviously, you guys have your own opinions. But Apple has always been expensive, just with anything, laptops, computers that they offer, and their phones. But by far, their phones are more worth their money, their price range wise, than their computers. But that's just me. So, like, prices obviously aren't friendly to anyone's wallet, unless you're like Donald Trump and balling $100 bills. But I mean, usually when you're going through a bank carrier, such as we went through Verizon, and we got a protection plan. So if anything happens to any of our phones, we have a protection plan in place to where it gets fixed or replaced, so on and so forth. But you're also paying the extra $17 a month as well. Which is, it's just there for peace of mind, essentially, and you always got a backup plan in case things go south, obviously. For her case, she's just running like a silicone case, hard case, with a screen protector that she bought offline for like, what, $3?
It was $4, but it came with 3 of them.
Yeah, so you got $4 for 3 screen protectors. So the screen protector will shatter before the actual screen itself. And then you got the silicone case in the back. I'll show you what mine looks like in my full out Poetic case that I got for it, which has been seen before on this channel. It's a full out case, just because I was willing to pay the extra money for the extra protection. Basically, yeah, they go like water. She knows. I know. My wallet knows. So I got a hard plastic, polymer plastic with rubber sides on the back and sides. With a, basically it's just a plastic front, but it's with a hard polymer plastic on the edging right here. So this comes apart and it's the actual screen protector itself. So any scratches or anything like that, it's going to go on the actual physical plastic rather than the screen. It's not really dust-proof worthy case, of course, but the phone's already that, and it's already waterproof case, or waterproof phone, I'm sorry, to a certain extent. I'm also not going to be nosediving into the Atlantic Ocean with my cell phone device. So, overall rating, I would give it a solid... Ooh. I'd say like a solid 9. The only reason I don't rate it a 10 is because I think they could come down on the price a little bit, and they could probably swap out the storage for the 6 gigs for the 8 gigs, so you have more utilization on the apps, and maybe beef up that little CPU, you know, to something a little bit better. If I'm paying $1,300 for a freaking phone. But it's not a bad phone if you're looking to get into it. It's not a bad upgrade at all whatsoever, obviously, compared to the previous gens. That's the reason why I went for this phone. Another reason was because I just wanted to try to bat for the other team, just to see what it was like. And it's
No, he didn't want to.
what she said. But that is that. That's, I guess, the review of it, per se. I don't know why. Oh, it's reflective. Huh. On the other camera. But yeah, that's it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know down in the description.
You're welcome, guys. I brought him to Team Apple. Oh, you're making a video over it. You can't do that.
I just did. But yeah, if you're looking to get into an iPhone, there are a few carriers that are doing decent deals. Verizon's doing buy one get one free kind of deal. So if you're a new person coming to it,
No, it's for anybody.
it's for anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so how's it go?
It's basically, yeah, it's buy one get one free. So I don't. It's for but Verizon also. Actually, can see my face. Not a talking background. So right now, yeah, it's buy one get one free. But Verizon also has a plan where if you're already a carrier with them, they have an upgrade plan for iPhones. So every year you can trade your iPhone in and get the brand new iPhone. So I thought that was really cool as well. I've been with Verizon for about almost 5 years now, I'd say, and I've never had a problem out of my phone or anything like that, and I've had multiple iPhones. So I actually like that they have that deal as well. But yeah, if you're wanting to get that, it's buy one get one free right now. I think they're running it also at T-Mobile, but it wasn't the buy one get one free. It was, I think, if you join services with them.
Yeah, if you came from another carrier and you had an iPhone, you could trade that iPhone in for a free iPhone, essentially.
I wouldn't do it. I tried it, and they were still going to cost me an arm and a leg a month for the phone payment and also for their service plans. And I'm basically paying only, $80 more for both of us at Verizon, and we got 2 phones and 2 service plans.
And if you essentially think about it, it's $2,000 total for the tech that we got. Well, actually, we got the new watch too.
Yeah,
it.
Plus my watch.
And then so this is her old watch.
It's the Series 5, and it's the 44 millimeter.
So yeah, it's this guy. That's the new watch there.
I'll go get mine.
she's gonna get her new watch. Another thing to keep in mind as well, if you already have Android wearable products, they're going to be more useful to an Android phone because obviously they're built and meant to be used with an Android product. Obviously, it's the same concept with iPhone, but you don't necessarily have to swap tech. So you don't have to swap your Galaxy Samsung for an Apple Watch, or you don't have to swap your Android headphones for a Apple. What was the Apple headphones? Apple AirPods.
AirPods. I have those too.
Because they're essentially Bluetooth compatible, so they still work. They're just not going to be integrated with the tech or the software. So, example, like on the screen here, I have a widget which is not showing. Hello. Okay, there it goes. It shows the battery percentage of each device. You won't have that with the Samsung device because it's not an Apple supported product essentially. So just to keep that in mind.
This one's my watch.
So then this is.
I actually like the black better. It looks a lot cleaner and slick than the white version.
So are they the same gen or this?
This is the new one. This is the SE, and it also has GPS and it also has cell phone service on it as well.
So it's Simcard supported.
Yep.
This one is not SimCard
No.
supported, and it does not have GPS.
No, it does not.
So it doesn't have GPS. So just a close-up look, I guess. This is the newer one. This is the older one. SIM card supported, GPS supported, no SIM, no GPS. So
and honestly, for the new one that I got, it's actually cheaper than when I bought the Gen 5 in the Apple Watch 4. And I actually got it from the Apple Store and paid like upfront for it. And yeah, I think doing it through a carrier also, if you're wanting an Apple Watch or an iPad or something like that, you're actually doing better by doing that rather than going to the Apple Store and paying for it up front. I wish I would have done that in the first place.
Oh.
Instead of paying $500 for that.
Yeah, because I think it was like $10 more for to add this guy on.
Yeah, it's only $10 a month. So we're on a 2-year plan, so it was like.
So
it's like $250, around $300, I think. And I paid $500, like I said, for my Gen 5. And it doesn't have GPS, and it doesn't have the cell phone service on it as well. So, yeah.
Word. So that's it for the video. If you guys have any comments, concerns, rants, complaints, leave them down in the comments as always. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you're looking into a market for an upgrade, obviously it's not a bad upgrade. Or if you're just looking to play a different ball field like I was, it's not a bad switch. Still offers basically the same thing that Samsung offers. It's just a different UI, different setup essentially. With that said, I'm signing off, and I will see you next episode.
Bye!
Yeah. You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the night.